thanks for coming back and thanks for tuning in. And those of you that have visited my website and checked out my music and stuff like that, thanks for doing that. And I'll be updating my website from time to time, so just make sure you keep on checking it out, and I'll be sure to put some more information and all that kind of stuff on there. Anyway, just so you know, some new t-shirts are in, Train the Muscles, Not the Joints. I actually changed t-shirt distributors, so that way I just could get a bigger print on the t-shirt, so check that out. The link is down below if you want to check that out. Today I thought it'd be interesting to talk about a certain subject that's coming up, okay? And the reason why I want to talk about this is because I talk about frequent training all the time. And I like frequent training, but I want to talk about how you change the parameters in your training depending on what type of weight you're using, okay? So for instance, when I'm training more frequently, say doing whole body workouts and things, you'll notice that I stick to more the 10 to 20 rep range and sometimes 25 reps, depending on the body part. It just depends on the body part, okay? But the reason why I do this is because when I'm training ultimately frequently, if I do heavy weight, there is a longer recovery time necessary for the joints and the fast twitch fibers. And I've talked about this before, the fast twitch fibers do take a little bit more time to heal. So sometimes you may notice that if you want to make more strength gains using heavier weight, you may have to increase a little bit more of the rest. You may have to lower the frequency just a little bit, okay? Still frequent training, maybe it's still 3 days a week, maybe it's still 4 days a week for a body part, but you may notice that you might have to adjust that frequency accordingly, okay? Ultimately, when I train a body part 5 days a week, sometimes I can do a really heavy day and then I will hit it with light weights on the other days. Now, if you start to notice that your joints are sore and that you feel like your muscles are getting pulled and all this kind of thing, then that is a sure sign that you need to just lower the frequency down just a little bit. Now, this is very important. This is really the premise of my training technique. It's because you have to listen to your body. You have to listen to what's happening and then adjust the parameters accordingly. If you don't, then you may actually hurt yourself or overtrain. Now, I know there are guys on the internet say, you know, overtraining is impossible, all this kind of stuff, undereating, undersleeping. But the truth is that overtraining is a reality. It is a real thing that can happen. Just like I know lots of guys, they train, you know, and then they only sleep 4 hours a night and they're not eating enough and all this sort of thing. And then they end up injuring themselves or getting bursitis somewhere or knee problems, back problems. And they're like, oh, what happened? Well, it's because they didn't pay attention. They didn't pay attention to how the parameters in their life are shifting and then making adjustments as they go, okay? Just so you know, it is good to change your training routines up. It is good to say do ultra frequent training with higher reps and stuff for a period of time, and then maybe you want to go into heavier rep ranges. Like for instance, I just squatted 4 plates the other day for sets of 5, and I could do it easily, but I'm just making sure that my back is in perfect form to make sure that I don't tweak anything, right? But the fact is, when I do that, I can actually get away with training less frequently because I'm using heavier weight, so there's an overall different type of stimulus on the system. So anyway, I hope this helps you out. Just remember, adjust your frequency based on the reps and the weight that you're using. And if you're sitting in the 5 rep range all the time, 4 reps or 8 reps, and you're doing heavy weight all the time with all your body parts, especially with the lower back and the legs, you know, you definitely may need a little bit more rest under those circumstances. So just pay attention and see. I'm not saying you have to have more rest, but you might. So this is something to look out for, okay? So I hope that helps, and make sure you contact me at naturalgallantbodybuilding.com if you need anything, and take care for now. Just so you know, I have some music for purchase at naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and I make all my music for my videos. The music that's playing in the background right now, I made that too. So if you want to check it out or buy some music, and if you want to use it in your own videos, just shoot me an email and we'll talk about it and go from there. But yeah, check it out at naturalgallantbodybuilding.com. So thanks for watching and take care for now.